Hey, what's up to all of my Sagittarians or cross watchers here? They racing outside. Boy, right? They always racing outside, putting on some deodorant. But welcome to all my Sagittarians and cross watchers who are not necessarily Sagittarius. Welcome anyway. You are welcome over here on this channel. Don't forget to comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, all of that stuff. I actually decided to get rid of my YouTube channel prior to this one because I wasn't able to get Google AdSense. But I'm not tripping on necessarily the challenges, right? Because I know what to do with the money when I get it in my hand. And sure enough, when I do finally get it in my hand, I will know what to do with it, and I'll actually implement my particular plan. But anyway, we ain't gonna necessarily talk about all that. Welcome here, right? Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. If this is your first time seeing me, don't forget to hit the subscribe button for content like this. A lot of the times, right? Because I'm on a lot, and you know, I'm consistent in the sense that I deliver y'all videos every single week. So let's bust out these cards. Right? Alright, hold on. I got like 5 deck of cards. Hold on. Let me set everything straight. Let me set my situation well. Right. We set that well. All right. So, all right, here we go. So, the cards that I come up with for the Sagittarians are, well, I ain't even shuffle it yet. Hold on. Hope y'all are having a great day. 1, 2. Okay, so let's see what kind of cards we got. We have the Magician. We have the Tower. Okay. The Strength. Okay. The 7 of Wands. The 10 of Swords. 10 of Pentacles. 7 of Cups. The Lovers. The Ace of Pentacles, the 6 of Cups. Okay. So the Sagittarians have got something going on here. Let me open up this window. It's hot. Hold on. All right, there we go. Have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, a lot of major arcana. The Fool. Okay. The 9 of Pentacles. The Sun. And last but not least, we have the Ace of Cups. Okay. Wow. Out of 15 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them are major arcana. So a lot of craziness happening here for the Sagittarians. So let's get into this. So for the Sagittarians, right, you have the Magician, Tower, Strength. 7 of Wands, 10 of Swords. You and someone hit it off quite well, but it seems to me as if you didn't necessarily expect to have bedroom fun with this person so quickly. See the tower, right? It can either represent that, or it also represents how you and this person found out really quickly that the two of y'all didn't get along. It's either one of those two extremes. When you have the Tower or the Death card, it represents Scorpio, so it represents things done in extremes. So it's not about subtlety at all. It's about how, yeah, that makes more sense. You and this person found out that the two of you really quickly, that the two of y'all had a lot of actual attention, if you catch my drift, where the two of y'all were physically attracted to each other, but the personalities really didn't match too much at all. And then the thing is that the Seven of Wands, right? The Seven of Wands and um, the Ten of Swords represents how it is, right? Seven of Wands, let me show it to y'all. The Seven of Wands and the Ten of Swords represents how to each it represents how, since that's also the case, this is also about how you Sagittarians, this person has betrayed you in some sort of way. This person probably said that they was going to do something for you, and you probably never heard from them again. And see, the Ten of Pentacles, right? The Ten of Pentacles, right? The Ten of Pentacles represents how, so you Sagittarians didn't necessarily trip about this, even though this person, because the two of y'all found out very quickly that the two of you couldn't really get along with one another, right? The Seven of Swords, Ten of Swords, the Seven of Wands, Ten of Swords is about how, you Sagittarians, even though the two of you had clashing personalities, you Sagittarians really wanted to be able to figure it out with this person somehow, to where maybe there's some sort of way to keep a relationship going, because some of you Sagittarians don't necessarily want to throw the baby out with the bathwater and just stop hanging out with a person over something minuscule, or what you think is minuscule, right? Small. And the things that the Ten of Pentacles is about how, you may even have tried to make it work. And the Seven of Cups, right? The Seven of Cups. Hold on a second. Let me just move this over right here. Yeah. So the Seven of Cups just represents how eventually you realize that you had to move on, and that this wasn't really going to work out between you and them because it's too big of differences. And Sagittarius isn't one of those zodiac signs where, right, usually speaking, of course there's exceptions to this, but Sagittarius is not usually one of those zodiac signs that likes to argue all the time. You know what I mean? Because Sagittarius is one of those zodiac signs where if they got to do all this arguing, if you have enough time to talk and get crazy, you have enough time to fight. Though it's one of those zodiac signs where they will end up punching you in the face if if they stick around in that situation a little bit too long. And then the thing is that so you have the Lovers, right? You have the Lovers. And the thing is that the Lovers, let me move it over. The Lovers represent how since this is the relationship between two of you, the two of y'all have a lot of love for each other, still do, right? But you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. This person is going to try to come back, or you're going to try to go back to them. And the Wheel of Fortune represents this is something that was supposed to happen. The Fool represents how they're going to try to come back in the relationship themselves. But yet again, this is what it is that I mean. No. If the two of y'all are going to be in a relationship with each other, the two of y'all are going to have to figure it out. The two of y'all are going to have to figure it out. What it is about the two of you that keeps drawing each other back in a relationship, even though the two of you know good and well that the two of you have a hard time being in a relationship with each other because the personalities may not necessarily match up. And so the Nine of Pentacles is about how, so now you Sagittarians want to flip the script, right? And try to become, a lot more straightforward with the person and communicative with the person, so that the two of y'all can actually start getting to know each other a more functional way. And then you have the Sun, right? And you have the Ace of Cups. So the Sun and the Ace of Cups is about how, let me show it to you. The Sun and the Ace of Cups. The Sun and the Ace of Cups. This represents you. The Sun represents you. The Ace of Cups represents them. You understand? It represents how you know what it is that you want. You want to be in a relationship with them. And the Ace of Cups, they want to be in a relationship with you too. But again, the problem is, again, it's the ego thing because the two of y'all don't want to get on each other's programs. And that's part of the problem. The two of y'all need to learn to sit down at the table. What I suggest is the two of y'all sit down, talk about it, and suggest, come to some sort of conclusion for what the two of you are going to do, to where the two of you both like it, right? Usually usually, you know what I mean? When I'm speaking to somebody, I don't necessarily want to see them every single day, right? And it's not necessarily because I'm like, disgusted with them or something like this. What it is that number one, it gives me room to breathe, right? It gives me room to breathe. Number two, it also helps me out because the days that I'm not hanging out with this person, not only am I busy handling my own personal business, but I'm also working on my own self. So I'm striving to become a better person than the last time they saw me. And that's the point that I'm trying to make. Like the two of y'all, if the two of y'all having a hard time before, the two of y'all should make your relationship built around your similarities and differences. See, too many people have relationships based upon differences alone. And if they happen to have things in common with one another, then that's a good thing, right? And it just is what it is. But not too many people build a relationship based upon commonalities and differences, to where the things they have in common and the differences, whenever it is that they get annoyed with each other, or maybe they may not have necessarily, it's not that they may even have necessarily got annoyed with each other, but it's something where they don't necessarily want to talk to each other. The two of them wouldn't have to see each other every single day, therefore it works out. No. Most people, what they want to do is they want to be able to where they want to they want to get someone else on their program, right? A lot of the times to be in the delusion that they have some sort of control. And that's what modern day relationships is. It's egos, big egos. People want to play this game like there's no such thing as, people shouldn't get married for love. So then why would anybody decide to put half of their stuff in jeopardy? That doesn't even make any sense. It's like, so let's clarify the Ace of Cups. What does this person have for you? I'm using the Halloween tarot. Page of Ghosts, which is Page of Cups, Moon, Wheel of Fortune. They like you right back, but they're still going to move the same way. That's why it is that I suggest that a lot of you Sagittarians, right, the Moon card, they're still going to move the same way. The Page of Cups, right, they're still going to move the same way. So the moon is about, if you want to be with this person, you're going to have to figure out a system with this person that the two of you can ultimately agree on how it is that y'all will conduct yourselves in this relationship. And in the Wheel of Fortune, this is something that you Sagittarians need, because you Sagittarians have to learn to be a little bit more agreeable. You know what I mean? Sagittarius can be one of those zodiac signs. Sagittarius represents the stallion or the mare, which is the wild horse, the feral horse. And you got to understand, Sagittarius, that that's, it's a little, to be honest with you, it's a little bit crazy. You know what I mean, Sagittarius? It's a little bit crazy. It's a little bit crazy because fire is fire. You know what I mean? Fire signs are going to be fire signs. But the problem is that with Sagittarius specifically, right, it's this energy in where you give off, where you can't be suggested anything. right? Even necessarily where, things for you are going terrible, right? Or things are going bad for you. You can't necessarily be suggested anything. So a lot of the times, this is the kind of situation that's good for you, Sagittarius, okay? Because what it's saying is that you Sagittarians may need this type of challenge in your life to teach you how to be a little bit more agreeable. I'm not saying be a punk by any stretch of the imagination. That's not what it is that I'm saying at all. What I am saying is it'll teach you to actually listen to what it is that people have to say and take it into consideration. Because like I said before, the fire signs, unless they've trained themselves to do this, or was trained at a very young age, have some sort of set structure. The fire signs a lot of times, and I'm being honest, I'm not taking a shot at the fire signs at all. I don't have time for emotionalism. What I do have time with is fairness. It's the only thing that I ain't gonna say the only thing, but that's one of the things that matter to me. So I'm not gonna come at somebody based upon emotionality and me trying to take shots at them. A lot of the times though, the fire signs, if they don't have a level of structure in their lives, where they learn how to be a lot more structured, right? Where they can learn how to listen before they move. Whether it's to themselves or whether it's other people, Sagittarians fire signs in general can rush themselves into dangerous situations that they didn't have to and end up making terrible decisions because of it. So you may want to go ahead and watch out for that, right? Now, let me go ahead and show you what it is that I'm talking about before we even go on. Hold on one second. Right. Okay. Okay, so hold on. Hold on one sec. That's my mom coming back. She don't want to be on camera. So this right here, what I put up is the chart. You know what I mean? This right here is what I put up. This is the chart. So like hold on. Right here. So like hold on, wait a minute, hold on. Right. Okay, there we go. All right. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No. This is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, yeah. So this is the ninth house right here, right? Forget about what planets is in it. I'm just looking at a date chart right now, but it doesn't necessarily matter because I'm not talking about day or night charts in this particular video, right? This is the ninth house right here, right, in the chart, okay? And what this represents here is it doesn't matter about the name. I made the name up. As far as I know, this person doesn't exist. I don't know. I made the name up in the birthday and everything like that. I just wanted to use this as an example. So the ninth house represents publishing. So a lot of the times, right, in grandiose things, right, that's what the ninth house represents. Things that essentially become trendy or popular, right? Or, and in mass production, iPhones, iPads, the Bluetooth headphones, it represents things that catch on. So the thing is that the ninth house, right, a lot of the times what makes Sagittarius kind of not willing to listen to what other people have to say is because the Sagittarians can have a grandiose mentality sometimes where, sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, right? Especially, it's just that they just need to listen to what other people have to say, not necessarily do what it is that other people have to or tell them to do all the time, but more so just take into consideration and peep wisdom. And see, the ninth house represents, like I said, excuse me, it can represent a grandiose mentality that they may have. So a lot of the times it can get real crazy due to that fact that they may need to chill out a little bit, as opposed to um, uh, just flying off the handle. And remember, Sagittarius rules the ninth house, and that's the house of things that become popular or things that catch on. So it represents a grandiose event. So let's clarify some more cards. Let's clarify the Lovers. Matter of fact, let's clarify the Fool. Right? Let's clarify the Fool. To clarify the Fool, we have the Five of Ghosts, the Hierophant, the Sun. Yeah, this person's really interested in you, and they're sorry that the two of you couldn't be in some form of real relationship, and they're sorry for even leaving the relationship so abruptly. But the Hierophant and the Sun card represents, yes, they do have a lot of fun with you, right? And we already got the Sun card in this reading, but the Hierophant represents how, they're trying to sit still so that the two of y'all can actually have a real working relationship. So kudos to them, because it seems to me as if they actually are trying to really be in a relationship that works, right? But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. If you'd like to contact me for a personal reading, you can contact me at Kareemspiritworks@yahoo.com. The email address, as well as